Isaiah chapter 47 begins with a proclamation against Babylon, personified as a proud and arrogant woman who will face judgment. God instructs her to sit in the dust, symbolizing her fall from power and glory. Babylon, which once ruled with power and pride, is about to be humbled. The chapter portrays the fall of Babylon as inevitable, and God declares that it will be a sudden and complete destruction, a reversal of her former fortune. This is a message of judgment for Babylon's cruelty and its self-exaltation. The chapter continues by describing Babylon's attitude of invincibility and self-reliance. She believed that no one could overthrow her, thinking that she would remain a queen forever. However, God warns that her boasting will come to an end. Babylon's trust in her sorcery, magic, and idols will not save her from the impending judgment. In her arrogance, she had relied on false security, but this false hope will fail her when God's judgment is executed. God also accuses Babylon of mistreating his people, Israel. She had oppressed and taken advantage of Israel during their time of exile, and now God will repay Babylon for her wickedness. The chapter emphasizes that Babylon's false reliance on sorcery and her refusal to repent will only lead to greater disaster. God will bring about her downfall through a series of swift, unforeseen events, and no one will be able to protect her or save her from his wrath. The chapter concludes by describing the utter destruction that awaits Babylon. Despite her efforts to seek counsel from her astrologers and magicians, they will not be able to save her from the judgment that is coming. God's verdict is final, and Babylon's future is sealed. The chapter ends with a call for Babylon to face the reality of her impending ruin, highlighting that her self-reliance and pride have led to her downfall. The message is a reminder of God's sovereign control over all nations and that he will punish those who oppress his people and trust in false idols. Let's now read Isaiah chapter 47. Come down, and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones, and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen, I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent, and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy, upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment in one day, the loss of children, and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up, and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame, there shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants, from thy youth, they shall wander every one to his quarter, None shall save thee. This ends our reading of Isaiah chapter 47.